is high school hard? Yes, high school is going to be hard for you. Keep in mind is that high school is an adjustment, especially coming from middle school, because I make friends as a new student. To be approachable can be a reason why you tend to have a hard time making friends. My friends are fake, and how do I deal with them? One-sided, so meaning it's always you. Like, you don't want to give up the friendship. So just make sure that you pay attention to those things, and don't date anybody in middle school, but do it, because I promise you it's going to save you at one point in the school year. People are going to be lost all over the board. They're going to treat you a certain way, and always remember that they have control of your grade. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys already read by today's thumbnail and title, today's video will be me answering your guys' back to school questions. For reference, I just finished my freshman year, you guys, so enough experience in this. I'm giving you guys these tips and hope that y'all's freshman year turns out better than mine was. So yeah, first question is high school hard? I feel like high school depends on how much you're willing to put into it. A person who's lazy, you don't like to do things, like you're not willing to put any effort, then yes, high school is going to be hard for you. But if you put in the work to just be on top of your stuff, turn in your work, make a schedule, just be on top of things in general, it's not hard. Another thing to keep in mind is that high school is an adjustment, especially coming from middle school, because there is a difference, not necessarily a bad one, but there is a difference. The next question is, how do I make friends as a new student? I was a new student. None of my friends that I was friends with in middle school were zoned for the school that I went to, so I literally went there knowing nobody. The thing is to be approachable, so don't be mean. Like, try and put yourself out there. Again, don't put yourself out there too much, because then you might connect with the wrong person. But be approachable, be somebody that people can feel comfortable going up to. You know, somebody speaks to you, speak. Like, just try and be approachable and open. Other thing to think about is how you carry yourself and how people see you. So don't be like the annoying, messy, drama-filled freshman, because then nobody is gonna want to be your friend, and they have a valid reason, because who wants to be friends with somebody who's messy? Pay attention to how you carry yourself, because that might be a reason why you tend to have a hard time making friends. Like, and I don't even mean that to be mean, but like, just be self-aware. Like, are you a person that tends to always find yourself in drama, always be in the mix? Like, pay attention to that, because that can be a reason why it might be hard for you to make friends. Join clubs, teams, sports, all that, because it gives you a wider variety of people that you can connect with, like different grade levels, hobbies, different interests. Like, you can just find multiple different types of people. The thing I wanted to touch on is, don't be too focused on making friends, because then you're going to connect with the wrong ones. You're sharing friends, so I would know this. So just don't be so focused on making friends to the point where you're connecting with literally anybody, because then you're going to pick the wrong person. Next question is, how do I know if my friends are fake, and how do I deal with them? I've had my fair share of fake friends, so I wrote down some characteristics of a fake friend based on what I've experienced. So, talking down on you or belittling you, including in jokes. So those things that rub you the wrong way whenever they say it, or it makes you side-eye them, that's a backhanded compliment or a backhanded joke, and you need to pay attention to that. Friendship is one-sided, so meaning it's always you. Like, you are always the problem. You need to reach out first. You're the hangout spot. You need to pay for this. It's always you. No genuine concern for anything to do with you. Like, you're always giving them sympathy, and you're always caring for what's going on with them, but they don't feel the same way for you. Attention to is how you feel after being around them or talking to them. If you feel drained or exhausted, they're a fake friend. But if you feel like supported, happy, more relaxed, then that might be a real one. The last characteristic I'm gonna say is, you don't feel like you can trust them or trust them to be there for you. That's self-explanatory, and that's very easy to sense. Like, fake friend is easy, it's just that sometimes the signs aren't as clear because you don't want to give up the friendship. So just make sure that you pay attention to those things and observe your circle, so that you're not friends with the wrong people. One simple solution for this is to just cut them off. Usually people know what they did, and it irritates me when they act like they don't, but I promise you they do. So just cut them off silently. You don't even have to explain yourself. And if you are willing to explain yourself when they ask, give them an honest answer. The next question is, what age or grade is appropriate to date? So me personally, I think it depends on your age, because I'm going to be like an older sophomore because I'm turning 16 in October. Age of like a junior, or some juniors at least. So technically a junior. So it depends on your age, but also put it into perspective. Freshman year is supposed to be your start or your jump start of high school, so don't be too focused on dating because you can lose focus and you're gonna regret it. But I'd say the highest is sophomore and then the lowest 8th grade. And me personally, don't date anybody in middle school, but do you. What school supplies do you suggest? So for some reason, schools tend to give you a list of things that you most of the time don't need. So I'm just gonna give you a few things that I think that you're gonna need for sure. So one thing I felt like, my school, we did a lot of virtual work, but we also did a lot of paperwork. Like they gave us a lot of like paper things, even if they weren't assignments. Like they give us notes, reminders, like, and just papers. So I'd say a folder, like one solid folder. If you don't want to buy multiple, buy one that's like not flimsy. Buy one very reliable folder. That's one big pack of mechanical pencils, because you're gonna run through them the whole school year. You're not gonna have any left, so just go ahead and get you one big pack. Best is getting pens, because the higher up you go, they're gonna start expecting you to write in pen. So get you some pens, and then also have designated folders and notebooks for certain subjects. Stay organized. The other thing I suggest is a hygiene pouch, boy or girl, because it'll save you for those days you are late or you forgot to do something before you left. If you have a hygiene pouch, you'll be fine. Like put gum in there, female products, deodorant, like etc. Just do it, because I promise you it's going to save you at one point in the school year, and you're going to be like, I am so glad that I had a hygiene pouch. Question is, what should I expect on the first day? It's going to be chaos, because and that's another thing I'm going to discuss. You're not the only new one. There's going to be new sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So people are going to be lost all over the board. Everybody's going to be late. Like everybody's trying to find lockers, classrooms, where they're supposed to be, where in the building they're supposed to, like everybody's going to be confused. So keep that in mind when it's going to be lost. So don't panic like I did. Like I literally cried. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I cried on my first day of school because I was stressed out and my teachers did not help. But don't let that scare you, because my school is slightly ghetto. So just ask people who look approachable. If a teacher doesn't look approachable, ask a student that looks approachable, because I got more help from like juniors and seniors than I got from teachers. So another thing is there's going to be lots of icebreakers. You're not going to actually get work the first week, so you're going to get a lot of what name, how old are you, what's your favorite color, when's your birthday. You're going to get a whole lot of that in like every single class. Last thing I'm going to say for this question is to be observant. Learn your school in the first week, because once the second week rolls around, they're going to expect you to be caught on already, and they're going to start teaching, and they won't care if you're late. They're gonna mark you tardy. So just be observant and understand your school like by the end of the first week. So you should focus on your grades, of course, because those matter, and your GPA can go down quicker than it can go up. Things in on time, because you're gonna fall behind and you're gonna have a whole lot of missing assignments at the end of the semester, and you may or may not be able to turn them in because you might have a very difficult teacher like I did. Is stay organized and schedule things. So get you a calendar, use the one on your phone, whatever you have to do to make sure you stay organized. The question I'm going to answer is how to deal with rude/annoying teachers. So I've had my fair share in this. Again, like literally freshman year was insane, but communicate, try and reason with them. Not every teacher is going to budge, but try and reason with them. Like, see what you can do. Try and be on their good side. Don't be difficult. Like, turn in your work. Don't be annoying. But by all means, I definitely suggest standing up for yourself, because teachers end up respecting that. Like, they don't like you, but then they'll understand, oh, I can't talk to this student the way I can talk to other students, and they might chill out a little bit, you know? Like I just said, don't be the class clown, don't be a difficult student, because then that's why they're going to treat you a certain way. And always remember that they have control of your grades. They can literally fail you. Like, don't ruin it by trying to be funny. And in this last section in this video is going to be miscellaneous, a bunch of tips. Some might be repeated, some you haven't heard, some about other things. Like, they're all going to be helpful. So yeah, one thing, no one's going to judge you. A very common misconception is that freshmen like are going to be picked on as soon as they walk in the building. Nobody really cares unless you're problematic. Do your absolute best to be on your teacher's good side. Check your grades regularly, because the second you don't, that's whenever you're going to be in the red. Don't get in drama, because everybody's going to look at you crazy. They're going to be like, oh, she one of them. She one of them. Pay attention in class, because it's going to get you farther than studying. This is a little controversial for some of the people, but I feel like me paying attention in class for 3-4 weeks straight got me farther than studying the night before. So just pay attention in class. Not everybody will like you, and not everybody's your friend. Just stay observant and always peep how people act towards you, because you don't want to be surrounded around the wrong people. Prioritize your mental health, because it matters, and it also is going to affect how you just overall perform in your freshman year. So definitely pay attention to it. Take time to evaluate it and take your breaks. Don't be so study. Pay attention to your mental health as well. Ask or do extra credit when it's offered, because it's going to save you if you end up bombing a future assignment or test. And I know that might be annoying, but just do it, because you never know when you're going to fail something, and you doing extra credit is basically just saving you. Prepare for the next day the night before. So if you pack a lunch, do it the night before. Have your outfit out, have your basketball, volleyball practice bag out. Like, pack everything the night before. Go to sleep. Don't try and depend on a class to sleep in. Just go to sleep whenever it's time. Like, go to sleep. So try new things, because you never know what you enjoy, and it's different than middle school, so there's way more options, way more clubs, way more teams, way more people. It's just a way bigger, everything's different. So try things, because you never know what you'll enjoy. And the last 2 things I'm going to say is to mind your business, and always remember not to share your business to everybody, because you can't trust everybody, and not everybody has good intentions. Some people get close to you for the wrong reason, and then minding your business, it's a necessity. Like, it'll get you far, and people also are more trustworthy of you whenever you mind your business. Not that that matters, but it also does kind of matter, you know? Okay, so those are all the questions that you guys asked me for back to school. This video is for my freshmen, but all of these can apply for each and every grade level, middle school, high school, college, all of it. It's all solid advice, and I hope it was helpful to all of you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media is linked down below.